Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is Transformers R.E.D Wave 1. Now R.E.D stands for Robot Enhanced Design, and these are basically non-transforming action figures of Transformers. They are around the 6-inch scale, so about the size and height of Marvel Legends or G.I. Joe classified figures. And in this wave we basically have all Generation 1 characters. Now in subsequent waves, we'll have other series such as Transformers Prime and Beast Wars, but this very first wave is all about G1. So let's take a look at Optimus Prime here in package. Very cool looking box art here. Nice window to see what you get. And the cool part is this side, you can see all the different accessories really easily. Like he comes with 4 different hands, his Energon axe, his rifle, and the Matrix of Leadership. So that's kind of neat box design. And here he is in the back. Okay, let's look at Megatron in package. Again, nice box art over here that wraps around. And Megatron in the package. And the different accessories that he comes with. 3 sets of hands, 1 hand holding an Energon cube and his Energon mace. And here he is in the back of the package. And last but not least, let's take a look at Soundwave. Again, very nice box art on the side that wraps around. And the different accessories that he comes with is his gun, laser beak in cassette form, and another set of hands. Not as much accessories as Optimus Prime and Megatron. And here's the back of the package. Very cool. Wait, let's get these 3 out of the package. Now here's something I found interesting as I took them out of the package. The insides are actually unique to each robot with this cool line art here, and over here as well for the accessories. So that you can see this is Optimus Prime. Get this cool line art for Megatron, and this cool line art for Soundwave. Nice touch. And here they are out of package. As you can see, Prime's smokestacks came in bent, but that is a pretty easy fix. I have here some hot water. If you put the smokestacks in hot water for a little bit, you should be able to straighten it out. Now that we straighten out Prime's smokestacks a bit, I'm probably going to do it one more time, but I'm really doing it in a rush for this video. Let's take a closer look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with this hand, comes with 4 hands. It's a fist one, a little open hand here, and another open hand. His axe, matrix, and gun. And then we have Optimus Prime. Let's put his accessories aside. Very cool looking head sculpt, a little soft plastic. Some of the plastics are soft and hollow, but for the most part I think they're okay. The chest, let's open that up. And the matrix can go in here. Now, very curious. So the matrix doesn't have too much of a handle here, so these open hands aren't able to hold it. Very cartoon accurate, meaning not a lot of surface detail. Here, you can see some discoloration here. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I don't think I'll collect this whole line. I think I just wanted the Prime and Megatron mainly from this line just because they're the original. But I guess for animation it's going to be very cool. Let's take a look at the articulation of the figure. The head is on a ball, can rotate 360. The arm can rotate 360. Has shoulder articulation here. Can rotate at the bicep 360. Unfortunately, his elbow is only articulated at 90 degrees, which is a little disappointing. Would have been nice if it was a lot more. And the wrist can articulate 360 and bend back and forth like so. The waist can rotate 360. No ab crunch, which is a little unfortunate. Let's get to the legs. The legs can almost do the splits. Can kick this far up, so it's not all the way. He has a double joint at the knee, which is nice. Wish it was like that for the arm. Of course, he has thigh rotation as well. And then on the toes, you can see it's on a little ball, and he has somewhat of articulation here. But I gotta be honest, I was really hoping for this figure to be more articulated. Let's pop out the hands, put on his gun hand here. At least his gun is properly sized for the figure. It's a little tight though. And there is Prime with his weapon. I don't know. I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed with this line. It seems very plain. I guess maybe that's the look they were going for with the surface detail. I wish the Autobot symbol was painted better. I know they can do better because, you know, they do such awesome work with Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe. And look at the crotch area. It is not even painted nicely. The lines are not straight. It's very rough. So that's a little bit of disappointment there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to move on to Megatron. Here is Megatron. Unfortunate QC issue here. Little dirt, but I guess it can be wiped off. The arms, yeah, it's a little thin here. That's going to be a little concerning for me. Very cartoon accurate in the way it looks, so no complaints about that. Here's the back as well. But you can tell the soft plastic, like if you look at that line here, it's not exactly straight, and then you can see where they cut it off at the sprue. Not liking that. This fusion cannon. So one thing disappointing, I wish this was hollow on both sides. I wish this part was hollow as well, because yeah, that just looks weird. Let's look at the accessories he comes with. His hand holding the Energon cube. At least the Energon cube is solid. I wish he had a different accessory though, like maybe the heart of Cybertron instead. Here's his other hands, just a fist, an open hand here, and a pointing hand. He also has this mace. At least it's a flexible material. Wow, that's very loose. Okay, let's take a look at the articulation of this figure. The head is on a ball joint, the arm 360, and same as Optimus Prime, can raise it up here. The bicep rotation is very scary. The plastic is so thin, but this is tight, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna twist it off. I don't want, I know it's there, like you see this hand, it's there, but this hand is so tight that I have a feeling if I turn it, it's gonna snap off. He can bend at the elbow 90 degrees. Again, very disappointing. It's not a double bend there. Wrist rotation, and can go in and out like so. The fusion cannon is glued on, I guess. It's not separated. Personally, I kind of would want it separate, be able to plug in and plug out as well. Can rotate 360 at the waist. He has ab crunch, which is cool because Prime doesn't have ab crunch. Can split the legs this much, kick this much forward, not that much, which is really unfortunate. He does have a double bend at the knee, which is nice, and thigh rotation here, and a little bit of articulation here at the ankle. Again, a bit disappointed. I was hoping these guys would be a lot more articulated than what we have, especially here would have been nice for a double bend at the elbow, and would have been nice if they could fix that the legs, like he can't, even if you're going to use him for animation or stop motion, he can't sit down. You figured with the figures not transforming, they could focus on the articulation. Let's take a look at Soundwave. I'm pretty sure it's not going to impress me as much, but he's the last in the bunch, so I'll also take a look at him. Looks like the button is not working. I guess it just opens it. It's not really spring loaded. I can go in. That's pretty cool. He has his gun here and 2 hands, and 1 hand is basically for his gun. There you go. Let's put this hand here and plug it in. And then we have Soundwave with his weapon. He does have this shoulder cannon. It doesn't peg in well. So you can see here, I think it's just too shallow. It's not long enough of a peg. Take a closer look at the head sculpt. For some reason, the neck makes it a little off for me. I think the neck is too high. I don't know. It just seems like a little too high for me. Again, very plain, because this is based on the animation. So, all right, let's get on to articulation for Soundwave. Head is on a ball, can rotate 360. The arm 2, and it can go up. Can it? Wow, it's tight. So I'm afraid. Oh, there we go. I guess it went. It's like something has to snap or click before. Like this one is really tight. Like I said, I'm just afraid that if I do it wrong, there you go. Wow. It's like as if some glue got in here or something. I don't know, but it's very tight. So the shoulder can go up here. Bicep rotation. Yeah, let's get that right. Now this guy does have a double jointed elbow, so he can do this. I have no idea why they didn't do it for Prime and Megatron, but they did it for Soundwave. So the waist, wow, it's tight. Can rotate. If I can, ooh, there you go. Rotate 360. Let's remove that. That keeps falling off. No ab crunch. You can split the legs this much. Again, limited articulation for the leg in kicking and going back. He does have thigh rotation. He does have a good double bend on the knee, which is nice. And of course, he does have articulation on the toe with his little ball. But there you have the first wave of Transformers R.E.D, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Soundwave. And if I sound negative, maybe I was just expecting more. Definitely, if you're giving up on transformation, I would expect more out of articulation, and I don't think we get enough articulation. And the articulation we get, like in the legs, I don't think it's good enough. It should go all the way, not just slightly like this. So I gotta say, this is probably the only wave I'll get for R.E.D. I mean, it's I hope it gets better. That's all I can say. I hope it gets better, but from their initial first offering, it's a little bit disappointing. You know, the paint apps are not that great. It's like on Prime here. The limited articulation for an action figure line. Now, these are non-transforming. That's why it's an action figure line, and it needs to keep up with modern action figures and their articulation. And then, of course, some questionable design choices like this is so thin. I don't want to twist this to break that whatever seal it has. Maybe it's the paint. And of course, like this not being hollow, solid, it really should be hollow. But anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.